You can hear. Good girl. Hold on. Hold on now. You have ice? Good girl.
Alan and I never expected that an ordinary trip to the shelter would change our lives. Her name was SD. Before she knew what a couch was, how much fun a Frisbee could be, or what it felt like to have a family, SD was one of 22 dogs rescued from a hoarding situation. They were all brought to Austin Animal Center, and most of them were terrified. SD was no different. She was incredibly timid and underweight. Looking at her, I could tell she had been through a lot.
You feel very warm. Oh.
We were told the man had been breeding the dogs, but eventually there were simply too many for him to care for properly. Looking at SD, we could tell she had probably been a mother not long before, likely within the previous 6 months. Yet despite everything she'd been through, something about her caught my attention. She was willing to slowly walk toward me. She didn't run up to me or immediately trust me. She simply took a few cautious steps forward and gave me a couple of little kisses. That was all it took. I didn't need to think about it anymore. I filled out the adoption papers right away. It wasn't something I'd planned. It was one of those moments when your heart makes the decision before your mind has time to catch up.
Come on. Come on. Up. Good girl.
I immediately texted Alan while he was at work. Look what I just did. Somehow, I already knew SD was going to be perfect for our family, but bringing her home was only the beginning. She still had so much to learn. The first time she came into the house, she didn't understand doorways. She had never lived inside a home before and had no idea she was simply supposed to walk through them.
You're so cute. Hi, pretty girl.
Think about that for a second. A doorway, something most dogs barely notice, was completely unfamiliar to SD. Even later, there were times when we still had to carry her through. Then SD discovered the couch. The first time she climbed onto it, she stretched herself out and immediately fell asleep. She loved it. For a dog who had spent most of her life simply surviving, that couch seemed to tell her something very simple. You're safe now.
We've been trying to contact you regarding your car's extended warranty.
Once she started feeling safe, SD's real personality slowly came out. I call her my little baked potato. Her ears stick straight out to the sides, and whenever she runs, they bounce with every step. I always laugh and say, she's so expressive. You can basically tell what she's thinking just by looking at her eyes. And whenever her Frisbee comes out, her whole face lights up, almost like she's saying, "Are we playing right now? Let's go." Watching SD play means so much to us, because we know that the happy dog running around our yard today is the same frightened, underweight dog who once sat inside a shelter. The same dog who didn't even understand what a doorway was. But now, she has a couch, a favorite Frisbee, and most importantly, a family.
Just scared the shit out of her.
SD also has a very special relationship with Alan. Whenever he comes home from work, one of his favorite things is starting their little game. Daddy's gonna get you. Daddy's gonna get you. SD knows exactly what's coming. She gets excited, runs after him, and waits for him to play. To anyone else, she might just look like a total daddy's girl. But to us, their bond is so much deeper than that.
Hi. What you doing? Hi. Oh.
SD finally has something she may never have known before: consistency. Someone always comes home. Someone feeds her, plays Frisbee with her, lets her sleep on the couch, and keeps her safe. She knows she belongs here, and what amazes me is how incredibly sensitive she has become to the emotions of the people who love her.
Pretty girl. Oh,
SD has helped me through some really difficult moments. There are times when I feel anxious or overwhelmed, and somehow she seems to notice it before I even do. I find myself thinking, she knows before I even know. Then SD comes over and stays right beside me, almost as if she's saying, "Hey, it's okay, I'm right here." I pet her, and SD settles down on my lap. Little by little, the tension starts to disappear. Once I start petting her and she lays down on my lap, I feel centered again. and all the anxiety and stress just seems to melt away. It's such a quiet moment, but it means so much to me. I used to think I was the one who rescued her. Now I realize she's helping me feel safe too.
Hi, pretty girl. Hi.
That's something people don't always see in rescue stories. We rescued SD and gave her a home, safety, love, and the chance to discover what life as a dog could really be like. But somewhere along the way, SD started rescuing us too. She became our little shadow, our goofy baked potato, our Frisbee fanatic, and the dog who can make us smile just by running around with those funny bouncing ears. Of course, SD still has her mischievous moments. Sometimes she'll try to sneak somewhere she isn't supposed to go and will say, "What are you doing? You can't go outside. You can't just run off." But even those moments show me how far she's come. SD isn't living just to survive anymore. She's curious, playful, stubborn, affectionate, and comfortable enough to get herself into trouble.
Still got a little bit longer to go, but she's cleared for exercise again. What's with the whining, you big babies?
Now SD has something she never had before, a home she always wants to come back to. She has a family waiting for her. She has people who understand her funny little habits, recognize every expression, play Frisbee with her, and laugh when her ears bounce as she runs. She's not just one of 22 dogs anymore. She's SD. She's part of our family.
Hi. Oh my goodness. Ow.
I often say something very simple. I can't imagine my life without her. SD didn't have to become a different dog to deserve love. She didn't have to be perfect. She only needed someone willing to look past her fear and give her a chance. And I'm incredibly grateful that on that day, that person was me. It all started at the shelter. I saw a frightened, underweight dog who had probably spent much of her life being overlooked. But instead of focusing on everything SD didn't have, I saw everything she could become. A few cautious steps and a couple of tiny kisses were enough to change both of our lives.
Yeah.
Today, the dog who once sat frightened inside a shelter can stretch out on the couch, chase her favorite Frisbee, make us laugh with those funny ears, and somehow know exactly when Alan or I need her close. Her past will always be part of SD's story, but it no longer controls her life. Finally, she gets to live as the dog she was always meant to be. And maybe that's the quiet miracle of rescue. Sometimes we think we're saving a dog, only to realize that the dog has saved a piece of us too. SD's story began with fear and uncertainty, but it led her to a couch, a Frisbee, and a family. Sometimes all a dog needs is one person willing to stop, look a little closer, and say, "You're coming home with us." For SD, that moment happened at a shelter, and it changed everything.